Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, this is going to be an intense reading. I'm telling you that right from the start. This is going to be intense. Let yourself come to terms with that. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is things are fixing to implode. Okay. So things are getting very intense, whatever your situation is. Hang in there. Hang in there. Let's see. Let's see what type of guidance we can get from soul. Okay. All right. So, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, why did I put that right side up? So now I see it. All right, guys. While I do get the cards ready, thank you, Lindsay, for this reminder. We've partnered up with Florida Indian River Groves to do a fundraiser for Soulwork Synergistics, my nonprofit ministry. If you could go check that out, Lindsay's put the link in the comments. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. I do believe they ship your goodies out within 24 hours of them being your fruit being picked from the tree. So that's pretty fresh. Fresh. All right. Energies are super thick today. Super thick. Super duper thick. I couldn't even sleep last night. All right. Let's get started. Right off the back, lust. A lot of what's going on has to do with lust. Either lusting for someone, lusting for power, lusting for something. Okay. There's a lot of wanting something to a degree that is very, very, very unhealthy. Okay. And if you want something to that degree where it's like you're willing to sacrifice anything and everything just for the sake of having what you want, you're going to get exactly what you want, because it sounds like you want drama. That's what it sounds like. Okay. When you have this mindset of you're going to get something regardless of what happens, then you have to be in this space of understanding that that means you're also inviting the drama into your life. Okay. So if you don't like drama, then, you're going to have to begin reassessing that mindset of I'm going to get what I want when I want it, because that's what that mindset brings to you. Okay. It brings drama. It brings imbalance. It brings discord, unhappiness, things like that. Now, for some of us, it's almost like this sense of feeling as though you don't deserve what's happening, but you keep participating and therefore allowing what's happening to continue to happen. Now, we can't control everything, right? We can't always control our environment and the people in our environment. But so long as the people who have no problem bringing drama into your life have access to you, you're going to have drama in your life. That's how you're allowing it, the access. You're allowing access. And so that's allowing for drama to continue. Okay. It feels like, I'm going to be honest, this doesn't even feel like ascension pains. It doesn't feel like growing pains where you're going through things so that you can learn. For some, this feels like you're not wanting to learn. You think you can force your way through your life and really force your soul to do what you say. That's not how it works. You go ahead, try and prove me wrong. You're the one that's going to suffer, not me. Okay. I have no problem letting people enjoy their suffering at this point. It sounds very cold, but I'm Capricorn moon, so what were you expecting from me? What were you expecting from me at this point, right? So there's a lot of stuff where it's like, if you are giving passive permission, which is this what it sounds like, passive permission, where you're not trying to create the drama, you're leaving yourself accessible to it, accessible by it, right? So that's something that needs to be shifted. This is not just about calling you out on what you're doing or calling other people out on what they're doing. Excuse me. This is about recognizing what's the reality of what's going on and trying to find solutions that you can implement to correct the situation that you don't like. Okay. If you don't like something, you have to figure out how to no longer be in that. Okay. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's going to be the hardest decision that you make. And in those sometimes where it's the hardest decision that you make, that's also a situation where you're learning just how strong you actually are. So let yourself go through the motions. Let yourself really, really pay attention to what people are doing around you, their effect on your life, their effect on your sense of self, their effect on all sorts of different things. Okay. Staying with someone just because you love them when they don't love you and they don't respect you and they don't cherish you to the degree that they consider how their behaviors will affect your sense of self, um, that really has to stop. That has to stop. That's not love. That's insecurity showing up as a situationship. Okay. How many of us are in situationships? Are you guys in a situationship where, you know, you think it's kind of like a relationship, but it's kind of not because they don't really treat you that well. And, they kind of just disregard you and they disrespect you. Um, your life is constantly drama since you've been with them. And, you're hoping that if you just love them enough, that eventually you'll get past this rough patch. Honey, let me tell you, okay? That's not the rough patch. What you experienced was love bombing in the beginning, and now you're seeing the reality of all they can offer you. It's not a rough patch. It's the reality of the trajectory of your relationship, which is no trajectory. You're going to be kept in a holding pattern. They're going to keep you there miserable until you are absolutely alone. And all the people who love you and would be willing to help you have turned their backs on you because they're sick of this shit. They're sick of it. Let me show you enough love and courage to just speak on it. Okay? It's not about this is all you deserve and this is what you're creating. No, it's about you don't have the clarity of what you are agreeing to participate in. You're being dragged along into something that really you will never benefit from. Anyone can learn a life lesson in a matter of days or weeks, sometimes even in a matter of hours, even in a singular situation. You can learn a life lesson. When you prolong that lesson over years, stop. Just stop. This is not the place where you're going to have someone make excuses for you or coddle insecurities or make you feel like you're not doing the best that you can for yourself. You're not. So what does that mean? That means I believe you have the capacity to do better for yourself. Does that mean it's going to be easy? No, it's not. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be absolutely worth it. The situations that you're in, you are in because you give power to it. I mean, no, I tell them no, but are you still there? Are you still there? Are you still accessible? I had to block someone that was once very, very near and dear to my heart. I blocked them from everything last night. Because they did something to me? No, because I see them consistently choosing the most fucked up situation for themselves and then dragging me into it. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. I have to love you silently from afar because I'm done. You're not going to have access to me. I'm not going to finance your bullshit. I'm just not. I'm not. I don't want to hear you crying about the same shit that you've been crying about for a year now. Like, I'm done. I have things I need to do and I need to do it from a place of peace. And if you are disturbing my peace, I'm done. And when I say I'm done, your ass stays blocked. The only way you get through, you got to create new shit, new phone number, new accounts, new email, new social media, new everything. And even then, I might block that too. Because the moment you begin to make it a habit to disturb my peace is a moment I begin to realize you have no proper place in my life. My peace is precious to me. I have fought long and hard to reach my place of peace. You will not take that from me. You will not beg me to give it to you. Fuck that shit. I don't think so. So it becomes this thing of recognizing, all right, what are we doing here? Right? What are we doing here? Are we really providing support to people who need our support? Because I thought I was for a while, but I had to take a step back, kind of quiet myself down and be like, okay, what the fuck's actually going on here? Ah, I got it. Got it. I'm not supporting you. I'm actually enabling the bullshit. I'm good. I'm good off that. I'm good off that. I'm really, really good off that. We have to understand that sometimes people will have an effect, an influence on others that will then have an effect or influence on our lives and our peace. And if that person who is standing as a bridge between you and a demon horita continues to connect to a demon horita, then they're effectively a demon horita too. No. I will not simply dismantle that bridge so you can't cross over. I'll put it into a pile, create a bonfire from it, and piss on the ashes. Not even joking. Not even joking. I feel so specific about when people continuously are allowed to disturb your peace. Well, I mean, why would you need to piss on the ashes? Because I don't need you to watch me in my peace. That's why. You don't get to enjoy the warmth of my fire any further. Yep. There was something that I wrote a while back. May the bridges that I burn help illuminate my path back to myself. I'm finally at a point where other people's traumas will no longer be my own. I don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Allowing yourself to continue to be accessible to people who thrive in drama and trauma. No, no, no. And when I say no, there is this reverberation that causes all the falsities and the facades to crumble and break away. The last time you said no, did people take you seriously? Or did they think like, oh, you're just mad. They just give you time to calm down because you're being too much. Like, I don't know why you're being difficult. Why do you allow people who try and manage you in that way? to continue to have access to you. My personal logic, if you feel like you have to manage me, fuck you. Get out of my life. For real. I'm not someone to be managed. You either enjoy my presence or you don't. At which point, if you don't, go away. Go away. Because I'm finally in a place where I enjoy myself on most days. Today, I didn't sleep last night, so I didn't enjoy myself too much today. I'm grumpy. That's okay. It's okay to not always be chipper. It's okay to not always have to put on this role of like being everyone's entertainment, and like you're not allowed to feel things. You're not allowed to have bad days. You're not allowed to, be in a space where it's like, fuck it all. Right? Don't give people like that access to you. Okay. So there's this wishing going on, but it's not going to be fulfilled. Why? 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 Why is it not going to be fulfilled? Because there was a promise that was broken. This is a serious promise, and it broke the spirit. So oath and high priestess of spirit, both in reverse, right? Oath, high priestess of spirit. It's this promise that was kind of, it was put out there, and I'm kind of feeling like you believed it. It's almost this sense of like future promising. It's like a narcissistic thing. I'm not saying you're with a narcissist or dealing with a narcissist. I'm saying there are narcissistic components to what you're dealing with. We're not here to diagnose anyone, right? There are varying degrees in that spectrum of narcissism. And this is, doing the Macarena over there. It's all up in that spectrum. So I'm trying to figure out, like, there is a lot of conflict in this reading, the energy of this. There's a lot of conflict. Someone is not hearing the messages. They're not understanding or accepting their part in the co-creation of these situations. I don't know if it's you or if it's the person that you're dealing with, or I don't know. I don't know. But it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So someone is seeking security. Their behaviors has a lot to do with it's like they're being reactive to something because they feel very unsafe in it. And the reason they feel unsafe in it is because they know they done fucked up. Okay. So the implosion, whoever this is, they are trying to be extra messy about whatever the situation is because they done fucked up. And now they're trying to recruit other people to kind of be their support, to soothe their knowing that they fucked up. Woo! Woo! Okay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. I gotta sing myself to a space of peace. Sorry, guys. This is triggering the shit out of me. I, the Lord of sea and sky, I have heard my people cry. I have wept for love of them. They turn away. We just got to bring it all the way back to church. I will break their hearts of stone. Give them hearts for love alone. Oh, okay. This is why I can't allow people who disturb my peace to have access to me. This type of thing right here, where someone has created a huge mess for themselves. And instead of simply just, I'm sorry, I messed up, they're like, I'm gonna call this person, I'm gonna call that person, I'm gonna call this, and I'm gonna rile everyone up so they can all jump on the one person that I fucked up with, right? Ooh, ooh. Got to be starting something, want to be starting something. Ooh, I'm just saying, they're unwilling to heal. They're unwilling to heal the parts of them that are believing this behavior is acceptable. My energy is making me vibrate. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. All right. This person is not going to be coming back from this. This is someone who's going so far deep down into a specific path that they just, mm. They just, yeah. No, they're not rebirthing from this. I've had it. Oh, Teresa, you have our divinity blends. She says, I love how each time I smell the oils, I have momentary memory transport similar to a bilocation. Why do you think I'm like this right now? Hello, the oils. I'm just, I need to just sniff the shit out of it and I'm wearing the Wounded Warrior. Yeah. Yep. Not the Wounded Warrior, the Walking Wounded. Junad is the warrior one. You're right. Oh my god. I'm wearing the Walking Wounded because it's like I get so invested in other people and I get so invested in their growth. I get so invested in their peace and their healing. And when I finally come to terms with the fact that some people don't want to heal, they don't want to grow, they want to remain in the same comfortable spaces of cognitive dissonance and just self hatred, it really puts me in a tailspin. And so it becomes important for me to go ahead and first breathe. And then, secondly, just really sniff in the Walking Wounded scent. There's something about that scent. It's very, very healing. I believe it's the Helcresium. That is like, oof, you know, allowing yourself to really just breathe in the truth, the reality of what you need to do for yourself, right? For some of us, we go ahead and we feel like there's the link to where we carry it. For some of us, we go ahead and we feel like we are responsible for other people's growth, for other people's life. Yeah, if they're children, literal children, not just if they act like children, right? I mean, just because you act like a child doesn't make you a child. It makes you childish, not a child. And if you're not an actual child, you don't get entitlement to me nurturing you like a child. You know what I'm saying? So you have to allow yourself to reduce that intensified sensation, that intensified emotion. Really just have y'all seen the video for Drama Mine? There's this girl, right? And she's like, sometimes she just gets into her drama space and just it's just so dramatic. And she found the solution is just a magic pill. You pop one of these pills, maybe two, and it would just it will take the drama right out of you. It would just calm you down. And it's called Drama Mine so that you can own your drama. Unfortunately, it's a motion sickness pill called Dramamine. She's like, y'all got to look for that video. Dramamine. I wish I could show it on here, but I might get a copyright strike if I do. Y'all need to watch it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to watch that today. Let me get y'all the link. Hold up. Hold on. I'm going to get you guys a link just so that you can enjoy it later. Don't leave the live stream. Stay with me. Stay with me. This. She posted it 8 years ago. Boo. Boo. Okay. Let me share this. Let me here. Okay. If y'all want to watch the Drama Mind video is right there. Don't watch it right now. Save it for later. Okay. Save it for later when you really, really need it. When you really, really need it. I'm going to put it on the screen because Facebook is going to block my ability to comment this in Facebook. So there it is. Look it up, pause the screen, type it in. It's worth it. Drama Mine. Okay. You have to own whatever your life is right now, wherever it's at right now, you have to own your life. Okay. You have to make sure you begin really, really addressing, really addressing the ways in which you really help to co-create these ugly situations for yourself. Okay. Most of us, the way we co-create this is by simply being accessible to the people who thrive in these ugly situations. So just don't be accessible anymore. Passion, fire. Okay. So someone is very passionate in their upside down use of their power. Okay. So it's almost like there is, it seems like it's kind of a third party situation. Not necessarily third party, as in there's romance in this. There might not be romance, but it seems like someone is very upside down in their sense of power because they know they have the ability to utilize this middle person to create drama for someone else. So it's kind of like someone is using another person as their attack dog. If they don't like you, then they're going to have their attack dog go after you. Yeah. Here's the thing. For many of us who have dogs, we think that, oh, our dog will protect us. Most dogs, unless they really have this innately within them, unless they're like, they're a type of breed that's like a nanny breed, and that's really strong within them. They've really bonded with their family, or they're trained to protect you. Your dog's not going to protect you. They're going to try and protect themselves. They're going to take off running. They're not going to protect you. It's every man for themselves at that point, right? So this person thinks that they're using their attack dog and that their attack dog can handle everything. Honey, that's a puppy. That's still a puppy. It doesn't have the capacity to protect you in the way that you think. For those who are malignant, the whole fucking house is about to be dropped on your witch ass. I'm just saying, the whole fucking house is about to be dropped on your witch ass, and your striped ass pantyhose is the only thing that's going to be sticking out from under that house. I'm saying someone is starting bullshit with the wrong one on the right day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So now, what do you guys have to do? Yes, Ben, exactly. Drama by proxy. Drama by proxy. Mm. Drama by proxy. Wrong one on the right day. It's crazy. This is super crazy. It's a lot of shit that's about to pop off. You guys have to make sure you protect yourself. You have to make sure you steer clear of everything. Yep, those ruby slippers are not going to help you. Oh no, the slippers came off. They came off already. That's why they just wearing the striped pantyhose. That's it. That's it. The striped tights, striped pantyhose. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I would have said tights, but I feel like whoever this is, they're probably wearing some striped sheer pantyhose because they think their witchiness, their malignancy. I don't even want to involve witches in this shit. Their malignancy is somehow sexy. No, you just toxic, bitch. You just toxic. Y'all better figure out who you need to send this video to because I'm talking to you, bitch. No, not you guys. Whoever you send it to. Okay. I'm talking to you. What's up? Yeah, no. No, you're fucking toxic. Whoever sent this video to you is trying to let you know in a compassionate way, you a toxic motherfucker. You toxic as fuck. You better see somebody about that. Jesus don't want to see you. I'll tell you, Jesus don't want to see you. You better see somebody, probably a doctor, because Jesus don't want no part of your bullshit. No part of your bullshit. Jesus hung out with the hookers and the hoes, but Jesus don't want to hang out with you. What's that tell you? You beyond toxic. Motherfucker, turn my video off. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, let me stop. We're not going into a space of gangsterism. We're not going to enter into a space of gangsterisms. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to remain like Valley-ish. We're going to remain Valley-ish and just really no. Okay, we're going to remain California, but not Oakland or Compton type California. I'm talking like San Ramon, maybe like La Jolla. I'm saying, you know, Hermosa Beach. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. I gotta make a joke of this because it's really riling me up. It's really riling me up. I'm starting to, the moment I start doing this shit with my neck, Oakland's about to come out my ass. No, Oakland. Stay in the ass. I can't do that today. I can't. Too far. I will take it too far. And I got to know my limits. Okay. Whew. That was close. That was close. Okay. So, guardian. Ooh. Someone thinks that they have some type of guardian that will keep them protected through autumn. Your autumn is about to be upside down. Like I said, things are fixing to implode. Things are fixing to implode. Okay. So they think they can go ahead and just incubate through this. No. You just burned the bridge for your team. You stuck. You stuck. Whoever this is, they're stuck. And now they're reaching a point where I'm gonna send this video to my fucking nephew. Nephew, I got you a video you need to watch. Let me stop. Stop. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Bitch, we already there. No, stop. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just and maybe my blood sugar is low. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even want to have a cookie. I have no appetite because this is just this is too much for me. This is too much energy for me. This is too much energy for me. It's a little too much. Let me just massage my crown. Do me a favor, massage your crown for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Massage your crown for a moment. Allow yourself. Just give yourself a moment. Give yourself a moment. All right. So, someone is inching towards dedicating themselves to this entire horrendous experience that they're about to have. They're about to have a massively horrendous experience. I can't say that I give a shit. I really can't. I can't say that I give a shit at this point. Yep. The journey is going upside down and they're not going to be able to take a time out from it. Their soul is not going to be taking it easy on them. They have gotten away with too much bullshit. And so this is the spank back. You know, people be like, oh, clap back. It's a clap. No, it's not just a clap. You're about to get spanked by your own soul. Ooh, snatch your soul. Snatch your ass right off the streets. You think you thugging in. Soul has no more patience, no time out, no patience. Are you about to be put on your head? You're about to be put on your head over this. I hope this is not about you guys. I hope this is you. I hope that this is kind of just giving you a warning about someone in your life, what they're going to go through, so you can avoid. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. You got to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? You got to just woosah. You got to just woosah. Okay. You know, Teresa, actually, one of the things that you can do with the divinity oils, you roll some in your hand, right? And like what you said. And that's one of the things that the oils were really supposed to help with. Helping you to recalibrate your emotions, your feelings, all of that. You cannot avoid this anymore. This is the event horizon. You've entered into the event horizon. Whoever this reading is about, whether you're witnessing someone entering into an event horizon or it's you, I hope it's not you, but if it is you, shit's about to hit the fan. If you're not willing to be fearless in your movement forward, it's going to be very difficult for you, okay? You have to allow yourself to become fearless as you move forward. You have to use your intuition and stop acting and behaving like you have no care in the world. Okay? You have to stop. You have to now make decisions based in a tactical type mindset. You're probably needing to prepare for war. Internal war, external war, global war, I don't know. But there is a war brewing. There is a war absolutely brewing, and you're gonna need to begin training your psychology to be able to handle that type of situation. You have to. You have to prepare for something, and it's gonna be, um wow, she has been in contact with one of the friends that did spell work for her. Uh, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. That's one of the shittiest candies ever. Almond Joy and Mounds. It's like sweet grit. Not grits. I'm talking about grit. I hate those two. They're disgusting. They're almost as disgusting as gumdrops and jujubes. Those are nasty. They're nasty. They're just you love mounds, girl. Stop with the nasty talk. They're fucking nasty. My grandma used to love them, and she used to, my paternal grandma used to love them, and she's a little bit gangsta. Baby, I'm a gangster too, and it takes no, I'm legit. She was gangster. Let me show you a picture of her. Hold up. Y'all think I'm joking? Hold up. You don't be knowing. You don't be knowing. Emmy, why are you so gangster? It runs in the blood. Oh, where is the picture at? Well, that sucks. I didn't save it. Oh, you know what? I hold on. I texted it to my brother. I texted a picture of our grandma to my brother, and he was, yeah, here. Yo, that's not even the worst of it. That's my grandma. Hey, you cannot use her picture. My father is a narcissist. He will fucking sue the shit out of you. He will. He'll punish you. He'll punish you if he thinks you're my friend, so that he thinks he's gonna fuck with me. I'm just gonna be like, I told you, Kavi. Don't use that picture. She's gangsta. She's gangsta. Baby, I'm a gangsta too. It takes two to tango. Okay. So emotions are going to factor in. This is something you're going to have to learn to control. Okay. The emotions are going to start factoring in. You're going to need to learn to control those emotions. You're going to need to allow. They're not going to come after me because the motherfuckers know I am not the one you want to come to unless you really want some. Ask anyone in my family. They won't come after me. Promise. Promise. I'm the one that you don't fuck with in the family. You just don't. You let me run the course of whatever my emotions are. You do not contact me. You do not try and tell me how to feel, how to process. Mm-mm. 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 I am not the one unless you want something. I'm absolutely the one. All right. So, cosmic connection and awakened. So, this is going to cause a reverting back, going backwards in your process, right? Going backwards and allowing yourself to kind of take a good look at really what you've been through, because it feels like it's a repeat of a cycle. It feels like it's a repeat of the same stupid ass drama. I mean, if you're gonna bring drama to me, at least make it fresh and new, not that stale, same old shit. I'm saying. I don't want that same stale, same old drama shit. Like put a new twist to it. Put a twist in your hips because I'm watching. Okay, too many songs are in my head. I will pull a card for who knows what that song is. Who knows? The first one to be able to know what that song is that I just quoted. Let me just. I'll pull a card for you, but you got to know what that song is. Y'all don't know? How do you guys not know what? Are you serious? Okay. Boo. I'll pull some cards for you. Okay. How is she the only one that knows this? Oh my God. We can't be friends. If you're not a Pac fan, we can't be friends. I'm just saying. No. She said Lil Jon. Girl, are you in the same live stream that I am talking in? Because she's like, okay, Tula, you can stay. You can definitely stay. I love the fact that your ADHD is on par with mine because like I ask about one thing and you in a whole different space. And I vibe with that. I absolutely I just witnessed myself in the comments right now. Tula, are you my twin? Are you my we're twins, aren't we? We're twins. Are we? We probably are. That's shit that I would do. Okay, so believe. Allow yourself to believe in the process that you're in. This is going to get you to another place, not a new dimension, though. Not a new dimension. Sorry, Jasmine. Please get off the magic carpet. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, no, no, no. I am not Aladdin. You are not seeing the world. Get off the fucking magic carpet. You're not going to a new dimension. All right. So there's going to be a separation that occurs. I think there is a person that is triggering all of these events. And that person that's triggering all of these events, hey, Lorene, remind me before the live stream is done. I'm going to pull you some cards. There is a person who is kind of being a puppeteer. They're being a puppeteer. They're pulling all the strings. And if they're pulling all the strings, you know, you would think that they'd be held responsible, but people don't understand. It's like all they're focused on is the puppet. This motherfucker thinks they're the wizard behind the curtain, bitch. Are you serious? Your curtains are sheer. I can see you. So, someone is acting like a wizard behind the scenes, pulling all the strings. There's going to be a separation between the wannabe wizard and the puppet. Should we do some magical shit right now? Should I do something magical to like to create that divide so that I can spread my fingers pretty far, huh? How far can you guys spread your fingers? Mine can go pretty far. Okay. Rejuvenation sigil. Once this separation occurs, the person will be able to rejuvenate, but I feel like there's a huge but going on. They're going to have to go through some ridiculous shit first. So, hidden moon in reverse. It's this thing of whatever they thought they were hiding, it's going to come out into the open. People are going to know about all of this shit that's been going on in the backdrop. I'm about to start singing like a motherfucking bird. I'm saying. Ooh. Trying to deflate myself. Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. Oh, Lord. Decisions. So the rebirth of magic will only occur after you go ahead and heal the parts that need to be healed. Because there are plenty of parts that need to be healed that are not being healed right now. So here's the thing. To put it in layman's terms, someone is standing behind you and has their hand shoved so fucking far up your ass that they're using it to move your mouth to speak. Are you not done being a puppet? Not you guys, whoever you're forwarding this to. Okay, so we're like at the 52-minute mark. So maybe like minute 51, maybe minute 50 and 30 seconds. That's where you're going to set the video to start. Let me control myself, my energy, and my emotions. That's where you're going to bookmark the video at, and that's where you're going to send the link set to, okay? So ancestral magic, it's like it's almost this sense of needing to harvest some of the knowledge from ancestors. And and it might not even be ancestors that are already deceased. It might be ancestors that are still alive. Maybe it's like a parental figure who's gone through the same damn thing that this person is going through right now. And yeah, but they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. They don't want to dispel the darkness, and they don't want to overcome this darkness. They think that to exist in the darkness is to exist in a space of love. No, no, it's not. Love exists at any end of that spectrum. It can be in the light, it can be in the shadow, it can be somewhere in between, it can be in complete darkness. To try and rationalize that you're, I'm about to be extra abrasive, that your stupid ass fucking behavior is a show of love, you're just being stupid. For real. It's not a show of love, it's a show of stupidity. It's a show of your conscious decision to remain in a space of stupidity and ignorance. I gave you the disclaimer. I said I was going to be harsh. You know what I'm saying? So stop. Stop trying to rationalize weak as fuck behavior. Stop. If you're in a space of weakness, that doesn't mean you're weak. That means you are in a space of weakness. That means this lack of foundational stability is being exploited by someone else. It does not mean you are weak. It means you are being exploited. You are being manipulated. Unless you like that hand all the way up your ass to the point where they're using You as a puppet, um, I would conserve my energy to begin fortifying my foundation, my sense of self, my sense of who I am and what I deserve. That's a majorly efficient way to get yourself out of this situation if you are in this situation. If you are the one that's being used as a puppet, no more. They're going to come to you when there's problems. Have you ever noticed that they are the ones always initiating the problem? Have you noticed? If there's always a problem and they're always the one initiating it, and then they're like, oh, poor me, they are the fucking problem. They don't need protection. Protect them from themselves? I mean, and I've dealt with quite a few people who are the problem. They are the drama. You notice they're not a part of my life anymore. Why? Because there's nothing you can do to fix that. There's nothing you can do to fix that. Nothing. Nothing. We choose who we are. We're either going to create our sense of self, or we're going to believe this storyline of who we are being recruited to be by other people. Both are a choice. Neither are a place of weakness. Both are a conscious decision we are making. So choose to create the person that you are, something that is in alignment with what you need, what you want, where you've been through, what you're going towards, all of this beautiful stuff. It's this refusal to shed. Why? Because what you look what? Snakes are supposed to shed. If you don't want to shed, stop acting like a fucking snake. Stop crawling on your belly, being snake-like in your behavior, thinking no one is going to notice you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stop living with an armor for skin. Because when you grow, you crack through the armor and you have to replace it with new armor. That's an exoskeleton. That's what armor is, exoskeleton. It's a synthesized type of exoskeleton. It's a simulated exoskeleton. I don't need to shed. Why? Well, because I don't wear armor anymore. Allow my skin to regenerate itself, to renew itself on a regular basis with no shame and no guilt. Allowing myself to really be who I am. You know, they said that after about 7 years, all of the cells in your body have completely turned over. You're made of completely new cells every 7 years. Now, each organ system has its own timeline of how long it takes to completely regenerate and have completely new cells. But by, I believe, 7 years, don't quote me because my memory sucks. I believe by the 7-year mark, everything about you has been regenerated. You're a completely new person. Whatever you went through 7 years ago, it doesn't have to apply right now. But if you keep taking in that same toxic bullshit, what you renew yourself with is toxic bullshit. So you have to remove yourself from that situation. You have to remove yourself from that space of accessibility. Not everyone should have access to you. See, way back when anyone could access me, people didn't understand my worth. Probably because I didn't understand my worth either. As I began to develop my sense of worth and the gravity, and I still don't fully understand that, but I'm working on it. As soon as I began to understand the gravity of me, the gravity of what I bring to any table I sit at, I began to understand not everyone deserves to be in my presence. Not everyone deserves the honor of having the title of friend, a friend to me. Like, no. As I've become more exclusive, more selective of who I give my personal time and attention to, the quality of the people that I give my personal time and attention to has shot up tremendously. and shot up tremendously. I can sit here and say without any hesitation and not feel like I'm lying. I can say to you, everyone in my life is fucking top-notch quality. I have amazing people in my life. When was the last time you were able to say that? Because I can say that and actually mean it. Like everyone that has access to me right now is fucking amazing. Not amazing because they start shit for me or you know what I mean? No, that's bullshit. They're amazing because they hold me accountable in the most gentle way. They encourage me, they nurture me, they hold a space for me where I can just be myself and I don't have to explain things and I can just kind of exist and even if they don't get it, they still accept me as I am. Fuck. You know how powerful that is to be in that space? It took me letting go of everything that was comfortable for me because guess what? When you grow up in a space of toxicity and all you know is toxic types of connections, that's where you're comfortable. I had to let go of everything that was comfortable for me and be very uncomfortable in this new space of actual healthy love. It's a space of healthy love. It's an amazing thing. I look back at my journey and maybe me sharing this maybe me sharing this will kind of help give you clarity on what you need to do next, or maybe inspire you to keep pushing forward with a journey that you're not sure you should be on. Um, I did really well on Facebook before. I did really, really well. I did so well that I was able to establish my company and be a completely solely based on social media type company and be very successful with that. And, I had a very broad reach. The analytics for my videos, my content was through the roof and is all organic, no ads. Amazing, amazing, amazing accomplishments. But see, the reason I was able to accomplish that was because guess what? It was because why? Because there's no shortage of people who are willing and wanting to use you and exploit you and suck you fucking dry. There's no shortage of that. Of course, I'll have a huge reach. Because there's no shortage of people wanting to fucking use me. You think I was happy? You think my life felt good? Feeling like I'm being torn apart? I remember at one point someone had a major issue with me because I didn't answer their message fast enough. And it's like, okay, do you understand? Every 15 minutes when I unlock my phone, there are so many new messages in my personal messenger that it's no longer telling me how many new messages came in. It says 99 plus new messages. Those are all people wanting something from me. No equal exchange of anything. Just wanting something. Hell yeah, I could succeed in that type of space because that's all I've ever known. I know how to play that role. I know how to be accommodating and a people pleaser and bend over backwards to the point that my back literally broke. Bend over backwards to that point and then apologize for inconveniencing you that I have to take a moment to assess how broken I am. Fuck yeah, I can succeed in that. Why would I want to? That was a space of comfort for me. And I left that behind. I had to let all of that go in order to clear enough space to welcome the truth into my life. That even if I have nothing to offer outside of my opinions, my words, that I have value. I have value. You guys taught me that. but there was no way for you to enter. So long as I remained in that space of discomfort. What? Hold on. Hello?
Yes.
Are you saying you're going to take me to a forest today?
Are you ready?
Let me in the live stream. I'll meet you in the forest. Shall I wear clothes or be naked?
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I gotta wrap this up, yo. You're gonna take me to some trees. You're gonna take me to some trees. I gotta go to some trees. Okay, last couple cards: progression, sigil, and renewal. You have to go through the process. You might not be renewed in the process. That's okay, because you don't want to commingle new energy with that toxic old bullshit. Because when you do that, when you don't completely purge the tanks of the bullshit, you're just going to get diluted bullshit. But bullshit is bullshit, whether it's diluted or full concentrate. Right? So, for some of you, you might have to be completely emptied before you can be refilled. Make sure you rinse out your container. Even after you're emptied, you got to rinse out that container. No. Look at the bigger picture. Someone doesn't want to see the bigger picture. They want to keep hyperfixating on the moment at hand, right? They want to keep hyper fixating. So then what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Not a damn thing. It's going to be the same thing. That's what's going to happen. Not a damn thing is going to happen. You're going to continue to cycle through the same cycles until you choose to exit that. Have faith in your dreams, but it's in reverse. So for some, this might be this sense of like, your dream is to be with this specific person and have this specific life. But what if that person doesn't have the capacity to provide you, to co-create with you, the type of life that you've dreamt of? You got to let that motherfucker go. Let them go. There's someone else in this world who can do that with you. So long as that placeholder remains in that placeholding position, the real thing can't be put where it belongs, which is in your life beside you. You have to know when some people are simply placeholders for you. That is the harsh reality of things. You have to know when some people are simply placeholders. And if someone is treating you like you're simply a placeholder, baby boo, let them go. Let them go. I've never understood why either or, man or woman, it does not matter because it happens to both. I have never understood how someone can exist in a way where they are cognitive that they are being seen and treated as a mere placeholder and still stick around. Like stop with the videos of I'm the girl that you date but you never marry, and just stop with the fucking pity party. Okay? Stop. There's nothing about you that needs to be pitied. Those are opportunities to learn what you do not want in a person. Now that you know exactly what you do not want, now that you know all the symptoms and signs of someone who will not commit to you, you're armed to the teeth with the knowledge you need to pick the right one. I'm not about that pity party. Cry if you need, process your feelings if you need. Those are healthy things. But to sit in that space of everyone, no, not everyone, just the ones that you keep choosing. The ones that you keep choosing. I've seen this thing where a lot of people that I have personally witnessed who have that mindset of I'm just a placeholder. I've seen people interested in you and you didn't give them the time of day because they didn't treat you like shit, because what you're accustomed to is being treated like shit. Don't give me that shit. No, nobody. No, not true. Not true. Not true at all. Oh, but I'm not interested in them. So see, that's the problem. You're not interested in someone who is emotionally available. So then is the problem that you're a placeholder, or is the problem that you choose to be the placeholder because you're afraid to open yourself to someone who has the capacity and willingness to commit? It's huge differences. Huge differences. But I'm not going to sit here and continue to empower a narrative that's filling your ears with a storyline that is not beneficial to you. I refuse to do that. I refuse to do that. I won't do that for you. Don't let your past hold you back. And that's the thing. Absolutely chaining yourself to the past. Because someone did this, everyone will do this. No. And this is a lesson I had to learn not that long ago. That if someone hurts me, then everyone's going to hurt me. No, that's not true. That's not true. And had I allowed myself to be preoccupied with people who aren't real friends to me, who are simply, my hype people, because if you hype me up enough, maybe you get something from me. Yeah, no, I don't need hype. I need truth. I need authenticity. I need only people who can love me to the degree that they can be like, girl, you're a little out of hand today. You got to calm down today. You got to take a deep breath. I remember I was in a session with a client. Girl, I love you. And she's telling me, like, she doesn't always comment during the live streams, but she'll have it playing. And she says she can tell in the first 10-15 minutes if I'm gonna be rowdy that day, because she could tell in the first 10-15 minutes. She's like, she's gonna be rowdy today. And to be able to say that to me, and we were in a video session, to be able to say that to me at like, ooh, that made me really love her even more. That made me really, really love her even more, that she can know that, okay, she might be a little bit wild today, but that's just her. She doesn't mean, she's not intentionally trying to be abrasive. She's not intentionally trying to be ugly or mean or any of that. She's just passionate in her communication. It's not about making excuses for me. It's about recognizing the reality of me. And to be able to be surrounded by people like that, where it's like, no, I know. We got to redirect this girl today. Redirect. Hammy, look over here, Hammy. I know how I am. Don't let pride get in your way. This is someone absolutely full of pride. They're absolutely full of this. When I find out who this reading is for, I'm going to send them an invoice. Okay? Y'all, whoever you send this reading to, whoever you forward the video to, please also forward me their email so I can send them an invoice, because this amount of therapy, this amount of therapy is just, let me stop. Your commitment is being tested. How committed are you to this growth, to this change? Because you got to be pretty committed, right? You have to fully commit to yourself. Communication is key. You have to talk between self and soul. You have to allow for that. Oh my gosh. Someone needs to let go of someone. I'm just like, I'm just so riled up. It reminds me of that Maxwell song. Lead me on, girl, if you must. Take my heart and my love. Take of me all that you want. And if there's a thing that you need, I give you my breath that I breathe. That martyrdom shit, it's not love. It's not love. That's not how you show a healthy partner that you love them. That's desperation. You're desperate to convince the other person that you deserve to be in their space. One of the things I love the most about my husband, he I love that he caters to me. He really does. He really caters to me. And that's amazing. But one of the things that I love the most about him is he has no problem being like, you need to sit your ass down. I love it. Like, no, I'm not doing that. You need to sit your ass down. You're being crazy right now. And then I'll be like, I'm not being crazy. Yeah, you are. Just a little bit. But you like crazy. And he's like, I do, but this too much crazy. It's too much. Yeah, dial it down. And then I know, like, oh, okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. See? But this whole martyrdom thing, like I would die for you, like, why don't you try living for me? Why don't you try actually living and accomplishing and really, really, really showing how a treasure you are, how much of a treasure you are? Not to convince them that you're a treasure, but so you can be witnessed as the treasure you already are. I know. Ocean lovers like these two. That you know why he's taking me in the forest? He's probably gonna leave me there. He's like, she's wild today. Bring her back to her fucking environment. Take her to the forest. Anywho, it's time to release negativity, but it's in reverse. So fine, be negative. I don't give a shit. Joking. I'm joking. Don't be negative. Don't be negative. There's no point. There's no point. Allow yourself to feel and then carry forward. To me, being negative is entering into a lower frequency type of emotion, something that's much more dense, and then remaining there. When you feel a dip in your feelings, just a momentary dip, and then you go back up, that's a heartbeat. That's evidence of you still being alive. That's evidence of you still being healthy and alive. The heart has a rhythm, not a flat line. When you stay there, though, that's negative. Stay negative. Don't stay negative. I'm totally being sarcastic. Sometimes my sarcasm is just very advanced. Okay. It's just advanced sarcasm. Don't actually be negative. A personal issue reaches resolution. Well, thank fucking God. Thank God. A personal issue reaches resolution. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Hopefully, this is permanent. Hopefully, this isn't just the end of a tough cycle. Hopefully, it's a permanent end to the bullshittery. Step out of your comfort zone, but it's in reverse. So this is going to be something that's not, it seems like this is not going to happen by choice. It seems like this is going to happen because you have no choice. Let me tell you, one of the things that I learned, okay, this can happen in friendships, business partnerships, obviously romantic relationships as well. One of the things that I learned is just because you overgive does not mean they have the capacity to appreciate that and then commit to you because of that. If a person does not have the capacity to grasp your overgiving nature, it's going to be like just every other day, you give them your organs. It's no big deal. I mean, that's what she does. She's nice, whatever. And they're not going to appreciate that. There's nothing you can do to teach someone to appreciate you. They either have the capacity and willingness to, and maybe it takes some time to develop the trust to be able to show you this, or they don't. There's no in between. So, how many of you, the first time you came across me, you're like, what the fuck is this? What is up with this girl? She's like, what? Oh my God, did she just say that? But then you were drawn to me. But you needed time. You needed to spend some time with me. You need to watch quite a bit of my stuff to be able to be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm vibing. I'm vibing with her. I'm not going to comment though, because she's a little bit crazy, but I'm really vibing. I'm vibing. I'm feeling this. And then the people who aren't vibing, there was none of that. It was just like, oh, what the fuck? And then it's off. They move on to another channel, another person, and they don't come back. There's nothing to revisit. But I know there's been plenty of you who've come across whatever video of mine, whatever content of mine you've come across, and you vibed right from the start. Right from the start, you were like, what the hell is this? But you didn't quite know. And you didn't want to be open in your trust of me. You didn't want to be open and tell me, like, oh my God, I'm very drawn to you, or whatever it was you felt. That took time. But that's the reality of people. Either they have the capacity to feel this way about you or they don't. You're not going to convince them. You're not going to convince them. You're not going to love them into this space of submission to your belief in your worth. Like, you're not. You're just not. That's not how people work. Either they had the capacity to do it in the first place or they don't. And if they have the capacity to do it in the first place, then maybe it will take some time for them to develop the trust, the comfort to be able to share this with you, to let you know. I mean, there's been people who apparently have been watching me for a couple years now, and they barely just started commenting like a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, motherfucker, how come you didn't comment from the start? How come? You should have just been commenting from the start. And they didn't feel comfortable. They weren't sure. That's okay. That's okay. But it would have been nice to be able to like interact with you from the start, right? That would have been nice. But I'm not here to force people into that space of comfort. I'm here to allow you to witness me so that you can decide for yourself, like, okay, I can comment. She's not going to fillet me. Hey, Lorene, are you still here? I want to pull you your cards because put a little twist in your hips because I'm watching. Round and round it goes. Okay. I'm trying to figure out which deck to pull from. Let's do the Chinese deck. So I'm going to do a general reading for Aileen if she's not here. Hopefully. She's here. Okay. Do you have a specific question? A specific question, or you want me to just start pulling cards? Okay, this is it. I can't bounce out on Aileen. This is my girl right here. Okay, so here, the Hermit. There's some major arcana stuff going on, girlfriend. So the Hermit, counsel, knowledge, solicitude, prudence, vigilance, circumspection, self-denial, withdrawal, and regression. So it's this thing of needing to kind of go deeper within yourself. You're facing a situation. I think it's just brewing right now. It's not yet fully engaged into it, right? You're not fully engaged into this, but there's a situation that's brewing and you're needing to kind of just, I hate to say quiet down because you tend to kind of be within yourself already. Maybe it's more of this nuanced message of shifting where you are within yourself, right? I feel like you're someone who is not just capable of, but often practices introspection, which is beautiful. Can you do me a favor? Can you please put the name of your book? She's a self-published author. Could you please put the name of your book in the comments, Aileen? I think people should know what your book is. You have a profound mind and energy. So I think it's about shifting where you are within yourself. Not that where you are right now is necessarily bad or deficient. It's more that there's another space that needs to be explored. Then we have the devil card: subordination, ravage, bondage, malevolence, subservience, downfall, weird experience, bad outside influence or advice, black magic, unexpected failure. I'm wondering if those are not your reality, but those are your fears. Ooh, emancipation of the wasted woman. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Ooh. The title alone. Like the title alone, boo. The title alone. Woo. Ooh. So the devil card. I'm wondering if you've sat as a hermit in that devilish space where these fears exist, but are not necessarily a part of the reality of your circumstance. You know what I mean? I've realized that a lot of people who have a lot of introspection, who do quite a bit of introspection on a regular basis, we tend to exist in this devilish space of shadow. It's a powerful space, but if you stay there too long, the nuance of learning within the shadows, how the light functions with its opposing polarity, it becomes a space that can then distort the way we see and live. So that's kind of what I'm feeling from these cards for you. King of Staves in reverse: severity, austerity, somewhat excessive and exaggerated ideas, dogmatic and deliberate. You're writing another book, aren't you? Are you in the process of writing another book? I think this is the space that you're writing the book from. If you are writing another book. If you're not yet writing another book, I think you're about to. And so it's this thing of being able to differentiate that this space exists for the creative process versus thinking that's where you now live. It's like renting an Airbnb to write your book, going to a foreign country for a month to write your book, but knowing that that's not home, right? So you are. Yes, you are. Um, you know, I think this is about acknowledgement of the process that you're in and uh, a gentle reminder that it's merely a process. Because I think it's going to take you to a very dark space within yourself. You can handle it, but there might be moments of confusion where, like what happened to Tupac. I don't know why Tupac's totally in my thoughts today, but what happened to Tupac, where he played that role in that one movie, I think it was called Juice or something like that, and he wasn't really gangbangerish until he played that role, and when he played that role, he really embodied that, and that's the Tupac that the world got to know. He is so highly fucking educated. It was ridiculous how intelligent this man was. And then it had to kind of take a back seat because it's like he got caught up in this role that he played, right? This role that he played was just, he got it confused. Even what's the name of that guy? Charlie Hunnam. Charlie Charlie Hunnam, or whatever his name is. He played Jax Teller on Sons of Anarchy for so long. And my husband was telling me that that became his personality for a little bit. And he had to go out of his way. He had to really go out of his way. And I think he had to shave his beard and everything to let that character go. He had to. I gotta go. As a matter of fact, I gotta go. I gotta go. I love you guys. I hope I wasn't too harsh. And if I was, you like it. No, you don't. I'm joking. If I was, please accept my apology. Truly, I want the best for you guys. And sometimes I get really passionate in the way I communicate and how frustrated I get with the fact that you're not living your best life yet. And I do want you to know I spend time after readings reminding myself that I have to respect your process and your timeline, that it's not for me to rush you through it, but it is for me to speak freely in my most authentic spaces, right? I'm just an aggressive talker, is what it is. I'm aggressive in my talking. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's just talking. I'm not actually an aggressive person. I kind of am, but not really. I'm aggressive. It's fine. You like it. I like it. You like it. We like it. I got it from Ross. I gotta go. I gotta go. Please, guys, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. When I'm live. I gotta go. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for church. And I might be doing a blue rave reading tonight because Michael's been up my sphincter about it for days. For days. Like, girl, you live in a sweatshop dream. Now, I'm going to the forest. Fuck it all today. I love you guys. I'll see you again later. Bye.